let's go. We'll get to that. Oh yeah, this thing. Yay.
I'm almost at the chemical plant. How's the rookie doing with the distraction?
Oh, so far so good. We might have to stop using the nickname Rookie if the kid keeps this up.
You really shouldn't be using it at this point
At
anyway.
the chemical plant and shut down the Death Egg's weapon system.
Perfect. I've been waiting for my turn to bust some heads.
Sick. Just bumping myself closer. We're again back in chemical plant.
The rookie did a great job as a decoy. Time for you to do your thing. We have to capture the chemical plant. If anyone tries to stop you, take them out.
I'm glad that was it this evening.
They won't know what hit them.
Not a lot of life in the real sections, is there? It's a shame because the real sections and the bits where you you dash between lanes were really good in Unleashed and Generations both actually.
I'm heading into the chemical
And
plant
Colors,
now.
Colors had a pretty good one.
I'd enjoy this even more if I wasn't on a mission.
Yep.
Okay, I'm in. The computer room is up ahead. You should be able to shut down the Death Egg's
Oh yeah, we're finding the computer. Where am I? I lost that. The camera I thought would be centered on him still, but it shifted forward suddenly. I don't care, I just want to attack the robots. Good job, Sonic. Yeah, like I respect they're trying to they're trying to do something within the conceit of using Chemical Plant Zone as an actual zone. Sure. But on top of it being used too much by the Series 9 in general. Oh, I'm dead. It is just kind of like it's very so what? It's still Chemical Plant. So that general aesthetic. Why? He just stopped. He wouldn't homing attack again either. Who even cares? Just the homing attack out of the system.
I found a way through to the computer room.
All right. Now we can destroy the Death Egg.
Well, that was my bad rating circle, but you know. It's not even hard as me just doing stupid shit 'cause I'm not thinking.
I found a way through to the computer room.
All right. Now we can destroy the Death Egg.
Alright. That was 3 minutes and that was mostly because I kept dying. Like an idiot. Yep. Is that really a mission for boosting in a Sonic stage? I hate that hat. I hate all of this, really. Oh my god. Are you sick of me smacking a button? Because I'm sick of having to. That was that much. I'm knocking these so-called secret stages a lot, aren't they? Back to death eggs.
Now's your chance. Move.
It is just dying now, I guess.
Turn off the power supply.
You're making it sound like a walk in the park. This is a death egg.
Don't sweat it. The other Sonic has this under control.
I mean, I guess. Death egg. Death egg.
The defense system's still up. I thought we shut it down.
Probably switched over to auxiliary power. Not to
Yeah, it's almost like he designed it as a
He'll find a way through.
actual working system or something. Why did no one consider the possibility of an auxiliary power system for this thing? Until we were already in it? I guess it was darn long enough for what we needed it to do, but... Hello, Nox. You're here for the human misery R? I don't know. That's just me being an idiot. Please.
This is the pits. It's messing with my head.
Just stay calm. And you'll
He's not
figure
even
out the way
here.
forward.
Why is it messing with his head?
Everything and level the place.
Yeah, that's my bad. Misjudged where I am. And again. Go. Please jump. I beg you, jump forward. I mean. Well, it's not your misery in this case. It's mine. As I come to terms with Sonic forces. Please, I beg of you. He controls so badly. I have to hold, like, press hard down on the D-pad to get him to move to side to side like that. Oh yeah, this thing. From Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Only shorter and not as impressive because that was on the Mega Drive.
Don't get too cocky and fall.
Hey, it's Sonic we're talking about here.
Yup. Boing. Rip. That's suddenly a pit now, despite there tangibly being a floor beneath that part. Because we were just there. Alright then. Please, give me the right. Controls like an asshole. That's taking the piss a bit. Again, to keep giving classic Sonic like just invincibility sections where you just sprint.
Get out of there before it blows.
And that was right before the end, so what was even the point? You can still get an S rank if you die, which to its credit, Sonic Generations would not give you an S rank if you died. So what's even the concern, really? This is technically hard mode, by the way. The mode that calls itself hard, but I guess is really normal. Oh my god, why? Just let me through. Anyway, Sonic's dead.
They did it! Phantom Ruby's power should be down to almost nothing. That's right.
Those resistance pests and their clever little plots. They're like something on your shoe that you can't wipe off.
It appears they have taken our legs right out from under us. Quite impressive, really.
I don't have legs. Neither do you, dude.
That was like a really half-hearted version of the way he laid down in past games.
4 hours before the plan is executed. Infinite, let's make a tactical retreat so that we can remobilize our forces.
And by tactical retreat, you mean to say flee with our tails between our legs. I'm quite displeased about this, Doctor.
Shut up and just follow me! What? Wait!
And he did. Great. At least they changed the graphic of the Death Egg.
Mission accomplished. The Phantom Ruby signal has gotten much weaker.
This should effectively put a stop to the Doctor's greatest weapon.
The Sonics have made an opening for us. We can't just let that go to waste.
This is the moment we've been waiting
Metropolis's Metropolitan Highway.
Now that the Phantom Ruby is out of the way, we can finally smash Eggman into an omelet.
Hey, don't count your chickens before you smash your egg.
for. Rouge is right. The fact that Eggman and Infinite are still around means we can't let our guard down.
I just want everyone to get home safely, okay?
All right.
They're all going to die.
Everyone get your game face on. The target is Eggman at the central tower. We're fighting to get our world back now. Don't stop, don't look back. Just focus on the task ahead no matter what. Let's do this, everyone. Charge! We can capture Eggman. We win.
I don't think that's true.
Sonic.
We'll provide as much cover as we can.
All right, chasing Eggman is what I do best. I'll track him down in no time.
Cosmic. Rip. A boost section with no railings. They've learned slightly. Oh. Well, it's also a boost section where even when I'm holding right, he will not turn. I didn't pick up anything, whatever. Oh, because it's not meant to be a boost section, it's meant to be a lane section, is it? Sort of. Nah, it's a boost section again, whatever. Alright, go. Please. No. Whatever. I beg of you to turn, Sonic. What the fuck? Grit. Well. Okay, so just step. If you do much more than step once, you're gone. Good. I tried. I promise you I tried. Again. Sonic's jumps are basically just whenever he feels like it. He doesn't often feel like it, and he can't jump very far anyway. Or Sonic forces, if you will.
Be careful! I'm detecting Eggman just up ahead.
And sure enough, he's right there. He did not try. Hello, Chris. Ugh. I know. Good lord. Null space. That took a bit of effort.
Son. Glad you could make it to your funeral. Infinite, do it!
Take
What is that?
Har, har. That, my spiky little frenemy, is null space.
Null space?
It's a little something that the Phantom Ruby cooked up. A closed-off space where absolutely nothing exists. Goodbye, Sonic, my soon-to-be eradicated nemesis. Enjoy all the nothing.
It's not exactly doing anything.
Buddy, don't! You'll be sucked in too!
Schlorp.
But we destroyed the Phantom Ruby's power source.
Tisk tisk. Since you always destroy the power source of my weapons, I decided to
He
learn
had the
from
Giga
my
Rain
mistakes.
plan
I had a backup
to make
power
a
source
second.
under Metropolis.
And none of you predicted this very obvious potential flaw in your technique.
This isn't where we were meant to end up. Let's head back. Everyone's waiting for us. Double boost! We've got this. Keep it up, partner. Nothing can contain the two of us at max power. Not even null space. What's up, everyone? I missed this place.
Well, that was a fat lot of nothing. That was null space. That was it, huh? I didn't touch the controller during any of that. That's it. God willing for the last time.
We've got him on the ropes. If our fleet can keep the upper hand, we should have things under control soon. You're going to have fun if you don't hurry, Sonic.
Alright, busting enemies gives boost, I forgot. You can just feel the momentum die off whenever you're not actively boosting in a way that just feels very awkward and tangible. Like you just, like the life just gets sucked out of your movement and it's kind of like, oh. That doesn't feel so good. Hi. You saw him. Alright, that's completely under the layers, not a single line of worry. Not at all. Sonic is instantly known as if you go fast enough, null space on happens. New Game Plus. For me, with New Game Plus, the things of interest for me were Pseudo 5-1's very cheeky opening, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2, She-Ra and the Wanderer. That was nice to see that getting localized. What else was there? That Wii game, Toshimachi, which is like a Wii exploration adventure game thing, it was announced Indie Live earlier in the month. So to get that getting picked up by Plasm is very encouraging.
Now, maybe by myself, but I had a little help from my friend. Something you wouldn't understand since you don't have any friends.
This changes nothing.
I feel like it changes everything, Eggman. Your thing doesn't work. I guess until it suddenly does work.
Maybe he'd have more friends if he didn't talk about himself on the third person.
It's like the experiment with the monkeys, then they just keep hitting each other because they kept getting hit by other monkeys. They don't even know why, but they do it. Well, that was that.
We've got less than an hour before Eggman's plan goes down.
There's no more time. We have to break into the fortress now.
Yes, really glad that they picked Min Min, and it really tickled me that ARM's own director was the one who's like, has to be Min Min.
I mean, this Sonic.
Which is just like, oh, excellent. And she also looks great, 'cause she's like a zoner
Phantom Ruby is
with
cool.
like just lots of options and hilarious range. Which is great, suits me just fine. Basically everything I could have wanted out of the ARMS one.
Thank you for everything, Sonic. I'll never forget what you did for us.
Oh, he'll be back.
Save the sentiments for later. This is not over yet. We still have a battle to fight.
Spirit Rematch is one of those things where I'm surprised they hadn't done it already.
Last chance. Give it everything you've got.
To go back to the New Game Plus,
Let's go! Go!
oh my god, are they serious? Oh my god. Oh, they're just moving so slowly and just... They wanted the why did you want the big army rush scene? Why did you do it? You know you couldn't do it. What was that shadow bit? I remember that shadow bit. Chris linked me that and I didn't actually know what the hell I was looking at, so I didn't understand it.
I trust you're all ready for oblivion.
And now I do.
If you're not, oh well.
Oh hey, he does exist in this game.
Who dares?
Target reconfirmed. Extermination.
What do you know, Omega is also just enough gun that even the villain once again fears him.
You've joined us? Awesome.
Is there no end to this annoying incense? I will burn your resistance to ashes, and you along with it.
It'd be really nice if the bosses were rematchable. But how? Shh. You're not meant to think about it, I guess.
No, it's
Look at the models in the background.
control. It's a part of our reality.
Unbelievable. What
L-
chance
It's just like the same, what, 3? Same 3 models?
Fall upon you all. Boom. The end.
He's just dropping into the sun?
Are over.
That's a bit of a step up.
Look, it's reacting. Eggman said something about the Phantom Ruby prototypes.
Oh yeah, that very obvious thing we had done nothing with to this point. And no one acknowledged until right now.
He said the Phantom Ruby prototypes only react to the person who activated it.
Infinite doesn't know how big the sun is.
Your
So...
courage and heroism are probably what triggered it. Just maybe. If you use this, it can make
I don't
that
think
sun
it's
disappear.
courage or heroism, I think it's just magic. Use your massive brain to turn off the sun. But not the real sun. The bad sun that Infinite made. I tried to jump, I promise you. I guess this is appropriate final level music. Is this the final level? I assume so.
Close enough to that sun, the prototype should cancel
Ow.
out the effect.
Probably isn't, let's be real. I mean, there's a boss fight, obviously. Oh, 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 oh. My own jumps feel weird and unnatural. I mean, that's true of all of them, but for some reason it feels like the character is just being broadcast to the next point automatically. Help. I'm trying so hard to activate the wall. There we go. Good. I don't... Great. Please, Jesus, I beg you. Nope, not yet. Another Mega Man Battle Network inspired minigame. Minigame? Indie game. Help, my brain is already dying. Yeah, he's just... It's like the momentum is so much that the game's just kind of like, alright, fine, this carries me to the platform by itself because I'm not aiming these jumps. Please. Nope. We have a doom wall. Excellent. You can really see that sun that's falling on us right now. Is the blue laser meant to be the sun? Oh, that wall jump. Why? I'm going to die. Yep. Or not. I'm going to die here. Yep. Yeah, I can't see myself either. And I, regret my decisions, but I also kind of wonder why I didn't account for such decisions, especially with the common color in their level design and lighting. Because I didn't even change his color, that's the default, really. The sun is just a laser directly behind you. See, there's the sun. Yes, the thing that struck me, well, like the other things that struck me about the new game plus event was like, some of it I'll see probably like the podcast or like greater detail or something, but like the bit I really want to highlight is just fucking Atlas showing up only to show Catherine at the very start with a trailer, and then in their half an hour extra stream slot after the show, it's just 30 minutes of uncommented Catherine, and the person playing is even very good at it because he fucks up and dies like several times, which is just it's just peak comedy. Min Min in Smash is, as I said, it's basically everything I wanted out of the ARMS character for Smash. Hero.exe, that's very on the nose, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty very explicitly Mega Man Battle Network. At least it's genuine gameplay. That's true. I'll be fair on that. It is genuine gameplay because it is, it is someone actually sitting there and playing it and just kind of bumbling through it.
Make peace with your fate, because your lives are now over.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Grapple into the sun. That zero is taking a long time. Enjoy? Question mark the end.
The sun, it's gone.
We're all gonna die.
What just happened? Impossible! I thought all the prototypes were destroyed.
A costly oversight, Doctor. This is why I always check and double check.
You did not check or double check any of this. You got completely owned by the backup power supply.
Our advantage and kick major butt.
What's stopping Infinite from just making the sun again? Because the prototype is gone. Ah, okay. That's the reasoning, I guess. He just can't.
Provide backup to Sonic and the others. Draw
But
the
mainly
enemy's
Sonic.
attention and shield them from damage.
Slightly off angle, it just ripped.
Phantom Ruby should be weaker now. This is our only chance to defeat Infinite.
All ships, provide backup to Sonic and the others. Draw the enemy's attention and shield them from damage.
Okay, so this is how it was meant to go, I presume. Why run when you could press X? I guess for the entire stage.
All hands, maintain altitude and assemble a
That guy's mustache.
Sonic's team is our last hope. We have to protect them. A huge enemy force is closing fast.
I swear to God. He wiggles just out of the way of things that in the past games he would not be able to wiggle away out of. It's all over the place. Oh.
Ship 3 took a direct hit.
You see, the music from what I heard in the last one anyway, it was probably meant to be like dramatic, poetic, facing death, except you just run up a building and, you know, a laser lackadaisically follows you across a bit of the stage. You don't see any of the sun, it's not like bearing down on you more and more as the level goes. It's not really all that much of a threat at all, in fact. I think that was Spike's probably. Slide in the Sonic stage. I don't remember consciously sliding, but sure. Oh lord. Oh no. Okay, thank you. Please be done. Just give it all to me in a giant array at once or something. Ah, well, here we go.
Pathetic little hedgehog. Even with the Phantom Ruby weakened, I still have enough power to smash you into blue jelly. I'll show you how outclassed you really are.
I'm in a class all my own. Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
I was half expecting him to be slapped out of the way or something. So this is going to be just a redo of the previous fight with slight differences.
What would you like your epitaph to read? How about, here lies the blue buffoon?
Why not, here doses the masked clown? Might as well make it for the person who needs one, right?
Sonic just expresses his intent to kill Infinite here and now. Bit of a step up, isn't it? I guess that's all that torture speaking. Slap, slap, slap. I knew that was gonna happen, but at least it didn't completely fuck me out of hitting him.
You're done for, Sonic. The Phantom Ruby's energy is reaching.
Well, that didn't take long.
Perish along with your useless friends.
My friends got me this far, and together, we're gonna win.
Friends are nothing but a fleeting illusion. You can count on nobody but yourself.
Yeah.
You're masked. Yeah. How sad and lonely you are. That Phantom
Oh.
Ruby virtual reality of yours is the real.
I cannot see. I cannot see. Well, why would you make the screen turn the color of the next attack?
You can count on nobody but yourself.
Your mask can't hide how sad and lonely you are. That Phantom Ruby virtual reality of yours is the real illusion.
Why? We don't even need the robot things now, it's just boost towards him. So he's just doing the Metal Sonic thing is what's going on. Oh, never mind. We have this again. Bonk, bonk, bonk. No, you can't, you really just can't do it. I should stop trying and try to get around them. Not that I'm entirely sure how you would. Oh. Didn't even need the boost, just gank him.
Here goes, partner. When we join forces, the sky's the limit. Double boost.
I was about to say that I died at the death pit there, but no. Death wall behind me, but no. Just, there you go. My character is more of a like a level finish animation than Sonic does. More of a Sonic finish animation than Sonic does. Yeah, there really isn't any reason for it to not kill you there if you don't hit the button and actually boost ahead. But you know, that would require the quick time event to do something. Is that the hover gun? Is that what that is?
Impossible. I cannot be defeated.
Wrong, loser. The things that can't be defeated are heart, soul, and the bonds of friendship. Three things you and your counterfeit cronies lack.
No.
He's glitching like a dying Digimon.
Still fight.
You never fail to surprise me, Sonic. I didn't believe Infinite could lose. Victory will be so much sweeter when I defeat you. Don't think this is over yet, you blue nuisance. My plan just went into overtime.
Iron Fortress.
Phantom Ruby signal is moving underground. Eggman is up to something again.
The doctor hasn't given up. Don't let your guard down yet.
We have to find the entrance to the central tower and stop Eggman.
I'm beginning to think really they knew how much they fucked up Classic Sonic, which is why they consistently give you like a blue shield early on and have a little invincibility section at some point in every single one of his levels. Just to like cover the bits that were a bit awkward or weird or bad. Good. This. Yeah. Well, it's still better than Miania's fucking plasma balls. Sonic's jumps on the you know, maybe with Sonic's jumps it isn't. Conceptually it's better running on the outside instead of rolling all over it from a perspective that's hard to judge. In practice, oh, it's an auto scroller. Fucking fidget him like it's a Mega Man game without the actual like tight finesse of a Mega Man game. Not just own me then. Help. Jesus. Why? I had to do it all again. With these controls, you want me to do this all again? I tried to run back out of its way, but this didn't happen. So let it carry around once. Oh, good. Thank you, Jesus.
No luck here either. My money's on the area the other Sonic is searching.
It's gonna make me do it again, or no? I just held back to like pull back and land. The game disagreed. This is meant to be the same path up here, isn't it? That's. Yeah. I was gonna say my bad because I ran into it, but then I realized if this was a different game, I would have been able to not broadcast completely into it. This is a horrible idea. Yep. Horrible idea.
Great. Looks like we can get in through that passage. Hold
Why?
on. I'll send in reinforcements right away.
Wow! Having two Sonics is so dreamy.
It's weird, Amy. That's weird. Help. Welcome back, Hammer. We're still not at the end just yet. Is that a C-3PO suit? Final Judgment. Why do I get the feeling this isn't actually the last level? Are we just redoing running down the space elevator from Sonic Colors? Is that where we're at? Okay, no, not quite. I tried, I promise you. That was my bad, the second one though. Not that it mattered. Perspective. Again, I promise you I tried. That's my bad. Your dude can somehow keep up. But you see, it's still true as long as Sonic isn't going at top speed. As long as Sonic is being nice and is not using his full speed, then your guy can keep up. I tapped like L1 like 3 times there to try and skip that feat. It all works out.
This is where Eggman built Infinite. It's so sad. What a lonely place to be brought into the world. The reactor is close. Hurry up!
You're on it. Here goes.
I mean, that little bit was conceptually neat, at least.
Well, I'll be. They made it. They actually made it.
Could use a little breather right about now. I'll feel
R2?
better once we blow this thing to
Oh,
pieces.
shoot it. Alright. say so.
Everyone's waiting for us.
Why can't a guy boost it, but only when he's with Sonic? This occurred to me, like, why can't he just boost normally? Because he can't. Like, he can't boost normally unless Sonic's with him, so why can he do it now? But it's not as cool as trying to outrun a black hole in colors. Because he's not the ultimate life form. Sure, it's boost by proximity. As long as you're standing within Sonic's buff tiles, you move faster. Versus Death Egg. I guess we hadn't fought one, so it was bound to happen.
We did it! Eggman's army is officially butt-kicked. We won!
That's the way you chose to word that?
Come on, now what? Can we ever just win and have that be the end of it? Look!
Oh, it's not quite that.
Fortress reactor was just a decoy. A true winner always keeps his trump card hidden until the end.
Sonic, what's going on? There aren't less enemies, there's more!
What? How can there be so many?
Confirmed sightings indicate Shadow, Metal Sonic, Zavok, Chaos, Infinite. Thousands of them.
We're not going to show you them though, because that would require modeling a new army seed.
Incorporated the Phantom Ruby into this Death Egg robot.
But that means the Phantom Ruby no longer has a vulnerable energy supply.
Break all Eggman's bones and throw him in a pit.
A good deduction test. This Death Egg
Just actually deal with him for once.
I have surpassed Infinite to become the complete and ultimate form.
To become the complete and ultimate form. Complete and ultimate form of what?
Everything will still be just as I planned.
Your plan will end like all your plans do, with you sitting in a pile of busted robot parts wondering how you failed so badly.
That was very bad wording.
Get 'em.
Delivery of that was just terrible. 2 years later, Dry Egg shows up. And now then he'll be a lich and he'll be using magic instead of technology. Then you're just really fucked. You deal with all the science in the world, but no one can actually deal with like magic in this world.
Overclocking the Phantom Ruby. That's insane. No regular tool can damage it now. You're our last chance. Give it your all, Sonic. You'll always be our shining hope.
Shining star. So, what we doing here, boy? I presume, I guess you should just not jump into those because they'll hit you, right? This is not regular Sonic, so I didn't even hit down. What was that? Why not both? Magic robots. Touche. Drop dash? Is that that's a thing, isn't it?
That's insane. No regular tool can damage it
That's
now.
aggravating.
You're our last chance. Give it your all, Sonic. You'll always be our shining hope.
Oh, so you do jump in. Alright. Oh. Are we playing we're playing the Phantom Tennis? Dead Man's Volley. Well, that worked out. Oh. He learned the sweep. Rip. was gonna say, surely that's not it. And it's not. And thank God, I guess. That wasn't just it. Can you imagine if it was, though?
Go on, rookie. I know you can do this.
Our fate is in your hands.
I don't know why I didn't think the gun would work until right there, but, you know. Instinct, I guess. I'm used to headbutting things, not gun. This is the greatest gun ever made. Rip. Oh well, actually fuck me then. He actually managed to get me. Just straight up, just fuck you at floor hand. Still saying rookie when you like literally solved all the biggest problems in this game. Please turn around. Sure. Yeah. No energy, nothing interesting, it's just whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't exactly ideal. I'd fucking stamp through it, end him. No, Dark Souls had actually like really fucking great final boss music, even though a lot of its fight music is just, you know, those choirs going, oh. And the violins come in like Soul of Cinder second phase, you're like, oh shit. Well, that's just a bit weird. Oh. It's the final boss of Colors.
End this, Sonic. Defeat him.
Go for it, Sonic!
Are you gonna produce cubes as well? And spikes? There's like no left or right movement whatsoever. Literally, yeah, literally. I did play Dark Souls 3, if that's what you mean. You mean it's DLC? Yeah, I need to play as DLC. Ah, okay. Yeah, I do need to play as DLC. I also need to play Neo's DLC at some point. Everyone owns one. Rip. Of course the one boost thing that was there went into the fucking fire. So you're getting it, it's fine. Yeah, it is literally the color's final boss. It's just missing, like, the fucking cubes, honestly. Mind you, I think that might be because my cat guy is here, so, like, you know, it's like, his ability to, you know, not lose all his rings is kicking in, even though Sonic is the front of the party. Like, I'd have to presume, the fact that, you know, you have that active even when you're mainly playing as Sonic is a bit cosmic. There we go. Don't know why I thought jumping would help. Just get him. Just get him. I'm getting sloppy, but I don't care. Just get him. Now, you remember her colors had like an actually pretty good final boss theme. That's what we call living on the edge of tomorrow. Oh, is it going to be the triple boost? Final color. Oh, did I actually have to hit it this time? Alright, fair enough. Right then, anyway. Alright, I need to mash the button to make it happen. I thought, well, you had to wait for the ring to come in, but that one's mash button. It just sits and waits for you to get boost again and come back up to try again. It doesn't even make you redo like the final phase, the final laser sweeps again or anything. You just sit and look at it. Oh my god. Was a very reflect on your failures moment, wasn't it? I just want to imagine like the real shadows getting shot at constantly because there's all the fake shadows. A dog in the back right. It's closer to 5 unique crowd models.
I guess this is goodbye. Get home safely, Sonic. And thanks for everything.
I have to go. My planet needs me. Remember who you are. Remember.
Cheer up, Tails. I'm sure we'll run into him again.
Go back to your better one.
Alright, guys. It's time we cleaned up the mess that Eggman left this world in. And I'm not talking about those illusions he dreamed up for us. We need to fix the real world we all live in.
True that.
Come on.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Meg in the background like he did anything.
All that I see now is not the
Yeah, it's very noticeable in this game. I feel like most of, like I said, literally nothing the entire game. He did have like one line when he showed up, and it was like entering extermination mode. And it's kind of like that's nowhere near as metal as like anything he said in any of the past games. Like, I don't really know what to say about Sonic Forces. That I'm pretty sure everyone else. Sonic showed up to interrupt Taboo and then do nothing after. Excuse you, I played as Sonic in the final fight, so as far as I'm concerned, he won that for Nintendo. Yeah, like, you know, like, a lot of what I had to say about Forces, I imagine, has already been said. What is this music? Why? What was wrong with, like, you know, the rad butt rock of all the past games? Even the more EDM, electrical shit in, like, Colors was, like... I mean, okay, the Colors credit song was fucking terrible, but it was better than this. Switch Entertainment, Inc. It does, I guess it fits tonally as an end thing. And like, the game's a mess. Somehow everyone controls horribly. The basic gun you get is the most unbalanced piece of shit ever, because you end everything in like a single tap each and it just shreds bosses instantaneously. Classic Sonic controls so horrifically that I can scarcely believe it. Like, I have to press down hard with force on the fucking controller to get him just to like start moving in one direction or another, or to stop. Not really to stop. Like, get to stop is for his regular, like modern Sonic. I have to do that to make him stop. Classic Sonic just kind of stops himself. And like, you know, the OC character barely matters to anything. Like, the gun gameplay is weird, and I almost swear that was probably meant to be Shadow at some point. Who knows? Like, that, God knows how messy this development was. I don't know where to start in the fucking story. It's like it's doing a speedrun of all, like, of a mix of, like, the Sonic comics at their worst, and Sonic Colors at its worst. Almost literally at points. And we're gonna find that out, Hammer, because I did download episode Shadow. And, you know, it's been like an hour, so fuck it, we might as well see what it does. You can then use him in Sonic stages. Amazing. There's literally no difference. To be fair, like, they've been doing Shadow dirty in gameplay for ages, so I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Hoobastank. I don't recognize... I guess Light of Hope must be this one. I guess this is meant to be like remnants of, like, you know, shored up defenses for like a fight or whatever, but like the way the barbed wire fences are just kind of sitting off this side like that in a big circular square is kind of like, this is really bad use of that considering the attack vectors that we saw anyway. Patrick Borg. I get to put on the gallows. What happened to Eggman, actually? Because he wasn't gloating or yelling or anything from inside, like, the Super Spider Phantom robot that sucked you back into null space. Like, once he got it, after his gloating in the cutscene, he was like, rah, and then, you know, you rank the big bot. The Colors final boss comes back out to be like, alright, it's my turn. There's no voicing from Eggman ever, and you just kill it, and that's it. it explodes inside null space and you're back outside like nothing happened. Is there so much of this very clearly? They had like one idea for this or that, and instead of just like couldn't pay for any more money, you know, probably couldn't. They got him for like 5 hours and that was it. Maybe not even, maybe 3 hours and that was it. And they ran out right before. Ran out of time right before he got to like, you know, lying to the final boss. It's like, well, we don't want to pay him for any extra time. Complete newbies and never worked on any other Sonic game. I mean, that kind of shows, like, the levels being very short and very dependent often on, like, streaks of enemies or, like, big clusters of rings the mark pass or, like, you know, hopping over small platform bits and all that. Or, you know, the auto-scrolling crap. Like, don't do auto-scrollers in Sonic. Never do auto-scrollers in Sonic. But Forever 2000 right after Together. Oh god. Yeah. I could see that, but it's not just that. Putting it down purely to like, oh, the level designers and experience is kind of, no, there's more wrong here. Like, they were not given time or budget or, hell, I don't think they were even given oversight. The story writing feels like there was no oversight to anything. Like, even if you were like phoning it in to do like a very quick story, you would just on like even just a second reread, never mind an editing pass, cut out shit like, you know, the stupid like war and torture lines, or like fucking cut out Chaos because he does nothing, cut out fucking. Why even have Omega at all? You could just cut him out. Like, I love him, but you could just cut him out. You could cut out like the null space bit entirely. You could cut out so much of the game, and there's already barely anything in it because I guess they phoned it in. Really, you could just cut out so much of this shit. Just for like a quick pass. Lucy Piapple. This is a whole lot of like people being credited for. I mean, I guess it's like all like licensing and like brand management and shit, so whatever. But still. Finance controller, credit control manager. Yeah, like, I don't know. I really don't get it. Like, I don't get what was wrong with Generations or Unleashed. Well, you know, what was wrong with Unleashed the Light Stages, but what was wrong with like Generations style? Why did you have to go back to Sonic Colors? Why did you fucking, you know, why did you show all this fucking stupid Eggman War crap plotline I did instead of keeping to the sillier stuff? Oh god. I don't know why this exists. Really. Like, with how little is in it, and how it just came out of nowhere and all the rest of it, like, this couldn't have cost that much to make anyway. Why didn't you just scrap it? Just take the L, scrap it, instead of, like, shitting all over your brand, which you've done relatively recently anyway. Why was the credits blocked from recording? What was even the point of the stuff? Oh, I guess because it's a different video file, so they had to do it like that.
Finally, an end to this endless battle. Everyone can go back home and relax. There's no need for the resistance.
Hold on. There's still a lot we need to do. We're just getting started.
What's all the output ports at the back of that device for?
Huh? What, you're leaving us? There are others who need you.
I have to go.
Okay.
My planet needs me.
Man, the first time I saw you stumbling around, I had no idea you could pull this thing together and see it to the end. I've changed my mind about you.
I knew you'd come through, rookie. Well, I guess you're not a rookie anymore.
You did good out there. It's not like you just waited till the last minute to come in and act all cool to save the day.
He was literally dead.
Our battle is done.
He was
And
robot
our
dead.
resistance has come to a conclusion. But we'll be friends forever. A single person cannot restore the entire world. We have to work together and make a diligent effort. Yay!
Thank you for your meaningless platitudes, Tails. People are dead and dying, their homes are in ruins.
You're taking off too? I was thinking the same thing. You gonna keep moving forward? No matter what.
Sonic just skips out of the restoration efforts.
You and I aren't so different.
Just fucks off to have a holiday.
Buddy.
Doesn't care. I kept the grappling hook though, and the gun. Yay. He's been released into the wild. .01. What's even the point? Never to be seen again. Too right. We have a singular flower here now. How poetic. Alright, let's go. The first time I encountered him.
Shadow, we've got a report from the Intelligence Division. They've located an unknown base of operations that seems to be totally outside the chain of command for Eggman's army. There's a large-scale troop presence, suspiciously large for a place with no strategic value.
I feel like you need to be careful about saying this place has no strategic value, because if you don't know your enemy's strategy, how can you really know that?
The doctor would do something like that.
Like, oh sure, that maybe it's not particularly enclosed or protected or anything by the natural terrain, but that doesn't mean the place doesn't have a strategic value.
No kidding. And there's a rumor going around that old rotten Eggman has been developing some kind of new weapon. So,
Who's rumor mongering this? Are robots just talking shit online?
This won't be your garden variety recon mission.
do it to it, Shadow. Omega went on ahead of you. So you
This is
can
where you
look
get to
at
see
the
Omega
site.
die.
I'm more than enough on my own. I'll handle things my way.
Omega said the same thing. You two go together like chili and hot dogs.
Cut the chatter. I'm on my way.
Enemy territories, city. It's just this. Why not just make it like the fucking forest level again instead of the city?
That area is enemy territory. Keep going, Shadow.
Do I know this track, or is it just sounding like Shadow's previous stuff?
Extermination? This is supposed to be a recon mission. You can't go making a big scene.
We should have known better.
Shadow's boost wisps are colored yellow just because he has to pee on everything.
Omega, what's going on?
Oh, I guess that's Omega getting brain owned by Infinite.
This is E123 Omega. All sensors offline. Critical damage to parietal lobe region. Casualty
Well, and he was.
This is E123 Omega. All sensors offline. Detect damage to the right.
See, we have Omega saying things now, but I kind of wish he wasn't.
Shadow to be eliminated.
Omega, what happened? What's going on over there?
Unidentified system intrusion. Emergency withdrawal. IME 123 Omega.
Eggman's hacking his own robot, I guess. You think it would have happened before now? I do know this music. I have not heard this music in ages. Oh, hello.
The world's most powerful robot is no more a challenge than crab meat. As I suspected, this power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength. Ah, and still more wonderful. A not so tall, dark, and brooding guest has arrived. I've been waiting for
Some shit to be throwing, considering that you're fucking goth mask, mate.
weaklings like him are of no consequence. Come, Shadow. Our long-awaited reunion, and still you spout such nonsense.
They have a history.
And the only thing of no consequence around here is that big mouth of yours.
Ah, I suppose you would think so. Oh, yes. I am infinite. You say you do not know me, and yet I remember you so very well. To you, it was simply another in a long list of Eggman bases. You
Whinge.
chose them without a second thought.
For me, it was Tuesday. Only a couple of months ago? So it's not even that long a hell history? See, this one's in the forest. Oh, the jungle, whatever.
We've got an intruder. Shadow has entered the facility. Defense Squad Jackal has already been completely annihilated. All available troops, intercept that blasted hedgehog.
Yeah, they're just using, like... I can barely hear it, honestly.
Best mercenaries around, and he's still totally wrecked the defense squad. Shadow.
Oh, it's cut
Some
off.
defense squads for the defense squad. Hey, Doctor.
Unbelievable. He's getting deeper and
It's because you have a water slide directly to the middle of it, you
deeper. It's invaluable. One of you idiots, stop that hedgehog now.
Oh my god. I literally did nothing for all of that.
Shadow is still alive.
Haven't put up any defense. Why is he getting mad?
I still can't let this facility be destroyed.
Is this just that same level with like extra spikes and shit?
Seems like this place is important.
You know,
Wonder the cannon
homing attack sequences? I guess so. Spikes the side of all your robots. Exactly. If they're just big, everything that comes at them is just a spike ball, they can do literally nothing about it.
Hey, you! You know you can hear me. You're captain of Squad Jackal, aren't you? Your squad.
So he's meant to be a jackal?
Come clean up their mess already.
Yeah, I got it. You destroyed my squad.
The best part of the game.
I'll show you why they call me the ultimate mercenary. Take this. What?
Owned. Oh. Cell versus Krillin.
Don't show your pathetic face around me ever again.
I'm shaking. Me.
I mean, it could also just be the sheer pain and, like, you know, wound from being kicked about the air and then kicked into a fucking pillar.
I am not weak. I'm not weak. I am not weak.
He kicked the shit out of you a little bit once. He threw a temper tantrum and then he went full edgelord. They couldn't even make like the rad looking villain just work.
One that was so weak, so that I could become stronger. Then at last, I obtained the power. The power to make all yield to my will. I was
Evidently. I feel like you could have ordered these a bit better or something.
I've only become what I am because of you. Yet you don't remember. But I suppose that's the way.
Yeah, like he just did what Shadow always does, which is whenever anytime someone comes at him, he just abuses the shit out of the fact that he can stop time and teleport. And just, you know, wreck the shit out of him where he's like, haha, fuck you, you can't even touch me, and that was it.
And now you've become nothing more than an insect, waiting to be crushed underfoot. Thanks to this limitless power I've obtained, I have become unstoppable. Take this!
And then none of this is in the main game. Like, literally none of it matters. Like, it's all just corralled in here. Infinite doesn't think anything of... Doesn't particularly gloat about having, like, you know... fucking shadow clones. There's no... abusing the fact that he can make fake shadows to, you know... He's not, like, keeping shadow clones around to kick the shit out of because he's really insecure about it still. Look, none of that. Thanks.
Shadow? Shadow? Shadow, do you read me?
That guy. What happened to Infinite?
Huh? What are you mumbling about, Shadow? You okay? Anybody home? We're going to pick up Omega. He was destroyed 3 months ago, remember? Get it together.
Did they need to go that slowly? I tried. Oh, it's this one. It's another Sonic Adventure 2 one.
This is where Omega was destroyed.
I tried. Wait, isn't this Biolizard? Or am I wrong?
This is where Omega was destroyed. There's no sign of him here.
Sure seems that way. Probably because it never really happened.
It is. I knew I was just fucking recognized it.
Omega?
You see, now just broadcasting your temper tantrum to Omega. Even when you're trying to do the I'm very spooky fucking with your perception of reality thing.
What is this? My head.
Funny how he never did anything this elaborate in the main game. on any one person. It was just why. That little double jump thing, it just feels bad. Oh, I see. Yes, there's a way they come from above. See.
I'm back here. No. Is this an illusion?
This is reality, Shadow. Your reality. I didn't expect to see you come back alive, but you must.
Didn't exactly try.
It was a truly wonderful show, wasn't it? This power, before we've even tuned it, just as I thought, it is unrivaled. Not even Sonic will be able to stand against me now.
Sonic? What are you plotting?
I wonder what one of Eggman's minions is plotting to do against Sonic.
What is this? Stop! Where do you think you're going, Infinite?
Right.
Shadow? Shadow! Finally the connection's back. What are you doing?
Rouge?
Forget it. Get away from there as soon as you can. There are explosions going off all over. The facility's about to collapse.
Withdrawing now. What's the meaning of all this?
Didn't want to cutscene any of that.
Rouge, are you telling me the truth?
Did I accidentally skipped something, didn't I? Oops. Oh shit.
What's the point of lying about it? Eggman got a beat on Sonic and mounted a massive assault. I mean, sure, A for effort, but it's nothing to worry about. We've got the advantage now. Sonic is there too, so I don't think it's a big enough deal for you to head out.
Not even Sonic will be able to stand against me now.
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without...
Shadow, this is not good. Hurry!
You're also out of this thing. It's like, oh, you don't need you, and then like literally 2 seconds later, oh, well, actually, maybe. I'm playing cutscene again.
Is everyone okay?
We are thanks to you. Cutting it kind of close though, pal.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I roll. Okay, let's finish this, Eggman.
How many times have they said this to each other over the years?
Behold the power of my ultimate masterpiece!
Huh? Shadow, it's you? Zavok? Metal? Chaos?
I don't want to skip it in case there's something new, because I already accidentally skipped one scene. Showing all of this completely over again, though, is...
This guy is faster than Sonic! No, wait! It's something else.
I guess that's meant to be a callback now. He's doing to Sonic what Shadow did to him.
What are you? How are you doing? Oh!
Nice.
Tails? I need to
Nice.
know what's going on with this guy.
I'm trying, Sonic, but these readings are all messed up. They don't make any sense.
Running out of time here, Tails.
Sonic!
Wait, what the, why did you show me that again? Is that it? Is that it? Right. Okay. Let's oh, my fucking nose. That was free. But, you know, to be fair to it, it was free. Because, you know, like, I would not... You could not in any way charge money for that. If they charge money... Like, well, A, if they're charging money for it, even if it was only like £2 or whatever, I wouldn't have bought it. Because fuck it. Yeah, there's only 3 levels. Well, that's Sonic Forces. It's just kind of an embarrassing mess all around. I remember distinctly when it came out here, at least here, the RRP, like the recommended retail price, was like 35 quid, so you know, like 5 to 10 quid below every other game. And oh, there's actually pounds around the room, does it? Even at 35 quid, this would not have been worth it. Like, a game can be that short and be worth like full retail price. Like Metal Gear Rising, cutscenes included, is like what, 6 hours on your first go? Shorter if you're good. But you know, a game like that being very good is eminently replayable, especially on higher difficulties. I played on the highest difficulty and nothing here is worth coming back to replay. Like, not that I paid any money for it, but you know, it speaks for itself. Like there's like barely anything here, and what is here is somehow still padded and filled with lots of like messy leftovers and stuff that should have been cut out, even though there's like collectively 2.5 hours of it. And everything is just very bad. I guess you're meant to do stuff to unlock more flowers for this screen or something, to make it special or dramatic, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Sonic Forces, it's a mess. I'm glad I did touch it to play it. Because, you know, these things are worth finding out and being able to definitively say, yeah, that's pretty fucking bad. Make your next game good. Yeah. Next game is gonna be a good one. I say that, I haven't actually picked the next game. 2 bad games back to back would be miserable. To be sure, like, most of the stuff in the hopper is at least good or presumed to be good and enjoyable. Like, I haven't really picked out stuff to, you know, like, torment myself with or anything. This one was pretty much like an opportunistic moment because it came out in, like, you know, when I wanted to play Sonic Mania, people were like, there was a lot of, like, on my Twitter timeline and shit, there's a lot of fuss and talking about Sonic games and Sonic game design. Like, I got really buzzing to play a Sonic game, so Sonic Mania. You know, that bummed up the queue. Then Sonic Forces came on PS Plus. I was like, oh, perfect. You do the 2 back to back because I knew they came out together and they're often compared together. And they're not. Also, they're literally story linked. Oh, story linked. So such as it is. I don't know what to do now. I don't know. I haven't actually picked what the next game is. If it's like near 10 o'clock, I'm gonna continue, don't worry, but I'm kinda like, do you wanna get stuck into a go-on one, or do you just want like a known entity? Well, that's kind of the thing, I haven't actually sat down to look at the options for the next game. I still have to do that. Like, I have like maybe for like a sweepy backlog here stuff I will consider for stream and for not stream. And for not stream is usually like Death End Request and stuff like that. You were right, you told me, and I just I still forgot to, honestly. Shut the think about this. I haven't played it either, but I was sitting here and, you know, like, Death End Request 2 was in the thing though, so gotta get to it. What else was there? Yeah, a lot of the stuff on this shelf, actually, on the physical PS4 shelf, is RPGs, presumably of some length, so I mean, a lot of good fits there. And there are applicable Switch ones. I will stop recording and then I'm gonna run to the toilet, and while I'm pissing I will decide. So, be right back. Yeah, and then I didn't do it because I forgot. something like streamed several days in a row, including a 7-hour podcast over the weekend. Alright, I'll be right back. Going to the toilet. And I'll see if I come up with anything while I'm there. Enjoy this like gentle pound for a few minutes. You don't know how much I thought that piano was about to break into Come Sister Todd. Yes, anyway. That's what thinking while you're trying to fall asleep is for. True, actually. Right, anyway. Gotta shit. Be right back.